The City of Greater Geelong lies along the southern coast of the state of Victoria, Australia. The state's capital city of Melbourne lies approximately 74 kilometres to the northeast via the M1 highway. Along the Surf Coast Highway lies the coastal town of Torquay, which looks out over Bass Strait. The region is home to all the regular forms of criminality: theft, robbery, drug abuse, drunken brawls, to an extent one would find in any city or region in the world. In that extent, Geelong and her surroundings are no more special or unique than any other city, until the Night Stalker emerged from the darkness. And thanks to the prevalence of doorbell cameras and home security systems, it would be revealed that this creepy figure would engage in a pattern of behaviour more unsettling than anything else in the city's history. It officially began on January 29, 2023. That seems to be the first recorded instance, though it is entirely possible that this had happened before without being recorded on camera. It was the middle of the night, and the Night Stalker emerged from the darkness wearing a tracksuit, a wide-brimmed hat, and a black face mask. He ignored cars and vans and was only interested in the front doors of people's homes. He tried the door handle of this particular Geelong residence. Locked. He looked around for any hidden keys under mats, pot plants. Some reports indicate that he tried to manipulate locks with a thin wire. The home targeted on January 29 was prepared, however. It was armed with a camera and captured clear footage of the creepy figure who local newspapers eventually named the Night Stalker, poking around the front door. It was chilling in its implications. The inhabitants were home, but fast asleep. It would not be until the next morning, when they checked the camera footage, that the intruder would be discovered. They were the first with video footage. They would not be the last. Other homes were struck by the Night Stalker. From doorbell cameras to CCTV, the footage of the Night Stalker became plentiful. He never forced his way into homes. He was always looking to manipulate unlocked doors. He was going out every week, multiple nights a week. In one instance, he was chased off a property by an unsecured dog on one property. This seems to have been the only recorded time he was chased off a property. Early on in the nighttime lurking, Rippleside resident Scott Holbrook caught the Night Stalker on his door cam. Mr. Holbrook at the time was home with his wife and children. The door cam captured the footage at 4 a.m. in the morning, when everyone was fast asleep. The public became terrified and demanded to know who this Night Stalker was, what was his name, and demand grew for him to be stopped. In a major update, the Divisional Response Unit of the Victoria Police released CCTV images of the Night Stalker's face uncovered. Despite that major revelation, the Night Stalker continued to prowl the streets, trying to get easy access to homes. Between January 29 and March 7, he sought access to over 25 homes across the Geelong suburbs of Rippleside, Belpost Hill and Highton, as well as heading down the Surf Coast to Torquay. A family home in Belpost Hill was one of two properties to which he actually did get access. Before entering, the Night Stalker took his shoes off and spent just 6 minutes looking around. He did not touch anything. He did not take anything. Police issued a statement saying that they were concerned about escalation and what he might try in the future. They described his behaviour as bizarre and predatory. Major local newspaper, the Geelong Advertiser, began reporting the story extensively in March 2023. The story was picked up by Current Affairs television program A Current Affair and 9 News. Across Victoria and the rest of the country, the uncovered face of the Night Stalker was splashed across televisions and beamed into people's homes. And still the Night Stalker went unidentified and the stalking continued. Overall, the Night Stalker struck 25 homes across the Geelong region, ranging as far north as Werribee, the closest of Melbourne's suburbs to Geelong. Out of all those homes, the Night Stalker was confirmed to have gained entry to at least 2 homes. He spent a small amount of time looking around, not stealing, not disturbing anything, but his purpose, his reasoning, why was he doing this? What was his motivation? These were questions not even the Victoria Police Force could answer. By April, the Night Stalker vanished, and he has not been heard from since. But he is still out there, unidentified and uncaught. He is someone's father, someone's uncle or brother, and someone out there knows who he is, but they are not talking. Meanwhile, Geelong holds its breath. Will the Night Stalker return? And if so, will he do more than just look? If you or anyone else has any information regarding this Night Stalker, please contact the Victorian Police Force or your local law enforcement community.